Today, again, I'm with you, before you, to discuss something on one of the very important items of underground mining hazards about dust. Dust is very dangerous, as we all know, in the context of mine and miner safety. For this, a number of coal mine regulations and related circulars have been issued by Director General of Mine Safety's office time to time. We all know that in the new coal mine regulation there is a term that permissible limit PL, or one can say MAC, maximum allowable concentration of dust, which has been reduced from 3 mg per meter cube to 2 mg per meter cube by this new coal mine regulation provision 143, which were earlier 3 mg per meter cube. But how we get 2 as PL? As it is detailed in 143 that PL is determined in the manner that a number 10 is divided by percentage of free silica, which is considered normally as 5. So 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2 is the maximum allowable concentration, or PL, of dust in mines. From this equation you can see that permissible limit is inversely proportional with the free silica content. So we can say that as the silica percentage increases, PL goes down. So it has got tremendous significance, because while PL is 3, while PL is 4, while PL is 2 or 1.5, it has got the bearing, direct bearing, both on management as well as to other miners and employees. But we have to understand what do we mean by 1 mg, 2 mg per meter cube. 1 mg per meter cube, a thumb rule that it consists of or contains 200 ppcc of dust, 200 particles per cc, that is 2 into 10 to the power 8 dust particles. But before going in detail of this mg per meter cube and its significance, I would like to highlight over here that why silica has been given so much of adherence, so much of importance. Some of you might not be knowing that silica is a fibrogenic dust. It causes collagenous pneumoconiosis, CP, which produces filmy scar over the lungs, which is sometimes non-recoverable. So that's why silica, though there are a lot of other dust is available in mines or in allied areas or adjoining areas, but silica have been taken into consideration in the coal mine regulation. Now again, coming back to mg per meter cube, 1 mg per meter cube means, as I have already stated, that it is 200 ppcc. So obviously 2 mg per meter cube means that it is the up to 400 ppcc. So I have been able to have some sort of information from some medical institute as well as from the WHO standards, that up to 400 ppcc the pneumoconiosis percentage in 20 years is up to 10%. which is as good as if we inhale the dust on the roadways, normal roadways, where the buses, cars, taxis, the flies. But if this concentration exceeds 400 ppcc up to 800 ppcc, then the pneumoconiosis chances rises up to 17% in 20 years. And if it again more than increases up to or more than 800 ppcc till 1600, then pneumoconiosis chances rises up further doubled is 34% in 20 years. And if again the ppcc is more than 1600, then the pneumoconiosis percentage is 68%, further doubled in 20 years of time. So you should notice that the time period is constant 20 years for each cases. So as the percentage, as the ppcc increasing, 1600 ppcc means how much? If 1 mg per meter cube 200, so 16 means 8 mg per meter cube. So see, while the dust concentration is increasing, you see the percentage of pneumoconiosis or attack from the pneumoconiosis by the pneumoconiosis is really horrible, and people should be concerned of it. And so we should understand about its significance, about its philosophy, that the dust concentration or dust percentage should not be high in mines, and we have to take all possible remedial measures as given as a guidelines in the coal mine regulation as well as DGM circulars. Now a little bit about the objectives in a very nutshell given in 143. There are several objectives, but in a crispy manner I would like to speak that there are three major objectives. One is to minimize the dust production, then number two, to suppress dust which enters into the working area, and third point is that to ensure exposure of workers into the airborne dust which remains within PL less than 2 mg per meter cube. So we have to ensure this. So to achieve this, we shall go for prevention of LAP, LAP, liberation, accumulation and propagation of dust. But how to do it? We can do it very easily if we consider the following. Number one, by providing sharp drill bit having proper shape and size. Number two, keeping suitable pressure on the drill bit. Number three, a jet of water shall be directed onto the cutting edge. So it will be directly reducing the dust production as well as going the dust into the airborne. We know that there are different kinds of drilling, pneumatic drilling, hand drilling, like this. For pneumatic drilling, the water should be turned on fast before turning on the compressed air to the drill machine. But in a handheld electric drill, the holes are always to be kept moist thoroughly. But we know that in underground, mobile machines do ply. While mobile machines ply, the provision given in coal mine regulation 143 that some efficient agent are to be added, but it does not clarify or go in detail that what do you mean by this efficient agent. But until and unless you read the circular 8 by 1997, that there is some guidelines given on DSI, that is dust settling ionizers. The dust settling ionizers is a special kind of ionizers which bind the dust particles, making it larger in size, heavier in weight, so that it settles down onto the floor and it does not become to the airborne. So always it remains, the tendency becomes to remain onto the floor, not becoming airborne. So it is highly advantageous. These dust settling ionizers shall be sprayed onto the walking site in a 10 to 20 cycles, followed by the watering to limit the dust being airborne. Now, there are some properties of DSI. We should know about the properties before going to procure it. Its first point is the flash point of ionizers should be above 175 degrees centigrade, and it should be non-toxic and hygroscopic in nature. And third point, it should be effective to conglomerate fine dust, including airborne dust. So if we can follow all these things, that the proper qualitative DSI we can procure, and we can apply it as it is stated in DGMS circular 8 by 1997, so we can keep the mine a very safe one. So till now, this much. Other day I will be discussing again onto the stone dust barrier, its approved type, and how to install it, and about something about the checkboard and maintenance of the checkboard and its importance. Till then, bye bye. Thank you very much.